Hello and welcome to this I Teach Stamping video tutorial. I'm very excited to show you a technique that's been a while since I've done it. It's called our rock and roll technique, and I'm going to use the big medallion stamp that's from the Days of Gratitude stamp set that's in the current holiday mini catalog. I love this set because I love all the intricate little design in it. So we're going to take it and we're going to do a little bit of something different with it. I'm going to use 3 different inks on this stamp. And I'm going to start by inking out the entire stamp with more mustard. For the bigger stamps, whenever I'm trying to get good coverage, I always flip my stamp over. It's just easier for me, and I just kind of pounce on it with my ink pad. Alright, so then I'm going to take this, make sure I got it good and inked. Let me actually put a little bit more. I want this really inky. Okay. So then I'm going to go into my Cajun Craze ink, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to rock it. So I don't want the center of the stamp to get wet, just the edges. So I'm just going to take it and go all the way around. And then I've got that darker color just on the outside. So I've got a 3x3 piece of Whisper White cardstock. And I know from experience that this stamp will fit perfectly onto this size. I'm going to get it good and stamped. And then see how I get both of those colors in there? Kind of does like instant shading. Okay, so that's the first step to our card. I love this. So this is just called the rock and roll technique. You can do it with any of your stamps. Now, before you do it again, you'll want to clean this because you don't want to get Cajun Craze into your more mustard. So you always want to start with your lightest color first and work up to your darkest. Okay, so then what I did was I took the little flower leaf and I did it in all different colors. So I did it in more mustard, Old Olive, and Cajun Craze, and this is just a little strip of cardstock. And then I'm going to take the acorn from the same stamp set. I'm going to ink it up in Early Espresso and stamp that on some scrap pieces of white. I'm going to do the same thing with our sentiment. This one says, "Gratitude can transform common days into Thanksgivings." I love that phrase. Okay, so now I've got all my stamping done. I'm going to move my ink pads out of the way before I have any ink accidents. Has anybody ever had those? And then I'm going to go punch crazy. So I'm going to start with our new punch. I'm going to punch out our words. Then I'm going to punch out my acorn with the little with the little 3/4 inch circle punch. And then I'm going to do a border out of some Old Olive with the scallop trim. If I can get it to line up right. Okay, and so now I'm ready to build my card. I'm going to start with a piece of Cajun Craze and put some snail on the back. And this Cajun Craze is 3 1/8 by 3 1/8. Going to put this Old Olive border right underneath that, just so it has a little bit of a pop. Dimensionals are the perfect size for this little acorn. He's going to go on like so. Then the base of my card is going to be more mustard. I'm going to take the strip that I stamped on earlier. Oops. Put it on the card the correct way. It's always a good thing when it's the right size up. Adhesive on the back of our medallion. And see how that green really makes it pop there? Okay. At least I hope you do. I liked it. And when I did it before, it was just a little too plain. And then some dimensionals right behind our sentiment. And then you can kind of play with where you want it, down here, straight off to the side, up high. I am more of a bottom corner kind of person when it comes to things like that. So, just like that, you have our beautiful card using the rock and roll technique and our Days of Gratitude stamp set. So one stamp set, beautiful effect. We made our own little background paper there and used the sentiment out of the same set. I hope that you've enjoyed this I Teach Stamping video tutorial. Remember that you can find a list of all the supplies used to make this card below this video on my website at iteachstamping.com. Be sure to leave any questions or comments that you have. And remember, I don't just sell rubber stamps, I teach you how to use them. Have a great day.